Welcome to That Dad Guy. So, today I want to talk about Lego. Yes, the children's toy Lego. But is it a children's toy? So, for me, I started playing Lego when I was a kid in the 70s and 80s. And I'll show you one of the first things you see up here behind me. This set is the very first Lego castle that came out. And it came out in the 70s. And so I still have that from when I was a child. And I have some space Lego that came out in the 80s. And I used to play Lego and build things and just have the pieces together and create things for movies and television shows and just use my imagination to create anything. And then I got into high school and then didn't really do too much with Lego and went off to university and didn't think much about Lego anymore. And then I met my wife, and every once in a while at Christmas time I might get a little tiny like Harry Potter Lego set in my stocking from her. But it wasn't really until I started having kids that Lego came back again. So when my daughter was born, I started buying some Lego sets. So we would get some Star Wars sets, and then my son came along and we would get some Lord of the Rings sets, and you can see some of them back here, and Pirates of the Caribbean. Lego really became all about the rebranding that went through. So it was no longer just let's build a house or get a box of random pieces and create using your imagination. It was a set that came out and you were to build it, whether it was, there's Hogwarts, the original Hogwarts up there sets, and there's some of the banks of Diagon Alleys. When Hogwarts was Hogwarts is still a big thing, but when it came out, and then my son got into Chima and Ninjago, and so we got Lego sets for that. It became a way that I could spend time with them and play and enjoy Lego, and they enjoyed Lego. And as they got older and have slowly gotten out of the phase, certainly my daughter who's 17 now and my son who's 15, they don't really do anything with Lego anymore. They're now into the next phase of their lives. And not everyone has to go through these phases, but it does happen. So then I continued to collect. I continued to build. At Christmas time, we get the Winter Village. And it was a tradition that every Christmas, when a new set came out, here's the Winter Village up here, we as a family would sit down and build the set that came out that year. And it was our way of having Lego time together and having family time. So as an adult fan of Lego, an AFOL is what we're called, I guess, that I get to spend some time with my kids when I do it, but now I enjoy doing it as a way of relaxation. So my collection has grown. Now, I built this. So there's some original spacemen. And then I wanted to have a creation here as original 1960s, 70s minifigures. So you built on the bottom of them, and they really were just a torso and a head, and then you built the rest of the body. Well, that's what they looked like. But as time gone on, the minifigures came out. There's Simpsons minifigures, and there's Star Wars minifigures, and here you've got Chima, and there's Harry Potter in there, and then you just have, there's Mickey Mouse. They came out with things for everything. Toy Story. And so they started putting out blind bags. So you could get 12 different figures all at a time and collect those. So there's been 20 different series of those that have come out. And I do collect those, because when you're a collector, you kind of collect everything. I got into Star Wars. That's my main collection, because that's something I enjoy. So I've created kind of a Star Wars wall here, and there's more elsewhere, but this is where I'm trying to put things together. And over here, some of the littler ones that we had when my kids were younger. So some of the city sets. There's a newer set that I got for myself, the Dragon Boat Festival. So for me, Lego now is a way of relaxing. I like to sit down, put it together. I've created videos now of me time-lapsing through some of these creations, and It's really a hobby that kind of takes your mind off things. The way of constructing, the way of looking at the manuals and seeing how the pieces are going to fit together, and seeing a end product that reminds you of a special memory, whether it's a movie you've seen or a TV show you're watching. That's kind of what Lego has become. But don't get me wrong, Lego's still fun. It still can be used for kids, and it keeps the child inside of us strong and well. So I love Lego for that aspect, is that you can have a toy that is complex, big enough and strong enough for adults to use our creativity or imagination. It now can be put in remote controls. You can mechanize it, so with Technics and things you can create robotics. It can be used in the school system for learning. It can be used as engineering projects. There's really no limit to what you can do with Lego now. It is not just a kid's toy anymore. It's marketed for children, and some of the new sets are marketed straight for adults because they're $800 and $900. These sets, I would say, are not marketed for children because of the price tag on them. They are amazing, and as an adult fan of Lego, I love them. There are other sets that I wish I could put with them, but at the price point, they're just not possible to have all of them, and they do take up a lot of space. You have to have a very understanding partner that allows you to put them on display. And when you have them on display, it's kind of nice to show them off from time to time. So there's a few sets that still need to be made that are new. There are some sets that I've had for a long time and won't be building that are going to remain in boxes. And some more sets that just I love to have on display. But you'll have a few boxes that I will keep, and there'll be other things that will remain on display pieces. I hope the collection will continue to grow. It's just a matter of where do you put it all when you have it. I still have a few places left that I can put things, so you never know. I might move a couch or put a new bookcase in there. So for now, I will continue to enjoy building, and hopefully you'll enjoy watching this video, seeing some of the things that are out there. Leave me comments. If you're a collector, I'd love to hear from you. If you just enjoy seeing what's out there, also love to hear from you. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking and commenting. And if this is new for you and you want to continue seeing some of the things that I put out, please subscribe and put the notification bell on. And I want to thank you very much. Till next time, stay safe. What, Polo? You say like, subscribe, share, and tell all your friends?
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?